Welcome to another episode of the Scranline Everyday. I'm your host Nick McCreadys, and today I'm super excited to show you how to make my delicious smoked salmon quiche. This delicious quiche begins with a crispy buttery tart crust, a light and delicate filling topped with ribbons of smoked salmon and delicious Gruyere cheese. This quiche is an indulgent treat that's perfect for weekend, breakfast, lunch or dinner with a side salad. For this recipe, you'll need one of my quiche crust recipes that you need to make an hour ahead of time because it needs to chill in the fridge, but it's really easy to make and it only has a handful of ingredients. Once the dough has chilled, you want to roll it out on your workbench, and as you roll it out and little cracks form, you want to just pinch those together. I go into more detail about how to make this crust in the actual recipe video that I made, and the recipe for it is on thescranline.com. Once you've rolled it out, drape it over your rolling pin and then back over your tart shell. And a really cool trick that I learnt to getting a nice even flat cut on the top of your tart shell is to use a rolling pin, and it just gets it perfect every time. Prick some holes in the bottom of your tart shell so that it stops it from puffing up as it bakes, and then you're going to place some baking paper in there and fill it with baking peas or dried chickpeas like I am. This is going to bake for 15 minutes first, and then we're going to take it out of the oven, gently lift up the baking beads or chickpeas from the corners of the baking paper and bake for a final 10 minutes. Now for the filling, again, simple ingredients. We're going to be using the white part of a leek, and we're going to be just slicing it thinly. We want to slice half a brown onion and mince 2 garlic cloves. Grate that Gruyere cheese, and then finally chop up some dill. We're ready to start cooking, so add a little knob of butter into a skillet. I'm using a deep one, and we're going to add our leek, onion and garlic cloves in there. I'm going to cook this on medium heat for about 2 or 3 minutes. You don't want this to brown, you just want it to get really aromatic and soft. To a large mixing bowl, you're going to add 5 large eggs, some cream, a pinch of salt and pepper, and you're going to mix those together. Add 3/4 of that chopped dill, and we're going to reserve some of that for later to sprinkle on top of our finished quiche. Mix that in there and then add your cooled down leek mixture. Spread that around before you add some ribbons of smoked salmon. And guys, this recipe is really simple, but it relies on really good quality ingredients to be really good quiche. Sprinkle some cheese on top and then add your filling. Now guys, if you are adding your filling and it starts leaking out of the tart, it means that there was a hole or a crack in your quiche crust. That's okay, just let it leak out, pop it in the oven, it'll stop leaking and plug up as it bakes. This is going to bake for 45 minutes, and once it's baked and nice and golden on top like mine, it's going to be a little bit jiggly in the center still. That's completely normal. Let it rest for about 10 minutes and then it's ready to slice up. And guys, honestly, if you could smell this right now, my kitchen smells incredible. I just sprinkled some dill on top, that bit that we left over, and again, this freezes really well. It's like the perfect work lunch, and I just can't explain how good it is. You guys need to try this recipe. The recipe is over on my website, thescranline.com. I've also got the quiche crust recipe over there for you guys, step-by-step photos. I've got photos of the ingredients so that you know what to look for when you're shopping. And I can't wait to hear what you guys think in the comments down below. Again, if there's recipes that you guys want to see me make on this new channel, let me know in the comments down below, because this is a channel for you guys and I want to make what you guys want. Thanks so much for spending time with me in my kitchen. I'll see you all on the next episode of the Scran Line Every Day.